It's a booming first Friday at right side, left side. Lots of folks are here. Even a couple people from our synagogue have shown up. It's hard to appreciate everything. There's Menachem, the rabbi. People are pouring in here. It's a beautiful June night. It's cool enough. I think they hung a very good show. It looks very nice. Marty Kreif and my old friend's work is on this other wall. Family is here. Of course, none of my family is here. Marty's wife, Sylvia.
Alan. My friend Shirley and Jules Perlstein.
Hi, Shirley and Jules.
Nice to meet you.
You'll now be forever in the movies. And this is Sylvia, who is the brains behind Marty and has taught him everything that he knows.
That's right.
For sure.
At least how to hold the knife and fork.
At least how to hold the knife and fork properly.
Have you had a nice show so far?
I'm very pleased with the show, yes.
Hi.
And this is Josh, who is really a dynamic young guy, very full of life and full of Judaism and full of God, and I appreciate that about him.
Do you want me to say a message in the camera for you?
You want to say what?
Want me to say a message or something in the camera?
Say something to the...
You want a message in the camera?
Yes.
Like at a wedding when you say, like, say something?
Yeah, go ahead, say a message.
So Adam, so Soffer in Hebrew means scribe. Scribe does not just mean to write. Scribe also means to ascribe God into the heart and the mind. And regardless of what anyone might say, the fact is that there's God and God loves us. And for this we have art. Art comes directly from the inspiration. Now when you give your inspiration over in the art, you don't realize you are changing more than just a piece of paper, you are changing lives. People often compare other people on painting canvases. In your life, I hope that you paint people in the right way, in the right mind, with love and with kindness. And no cavities. No cavities.
He remembers that I was to be a dentist. People can't forget that. Thank you, Josh. So one of the things that's very attractive about First Friday is the food. And this is some of my work. Most of it is kind of done a while ago, anywhere from 3 to 8 or 9 years ago. But I'm still happy with it. And I think it works very nicely.
It's not when you see the Jewish thing, you don't fold Ashkenazi. This is like, it's like an enigma.
Oh, and this is my old friend who brought me flowers. And I don't know what happened to Norman. I can't believe that he's... nobody can be parking for that long. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's very packed outside. You can't even use the cars.
Really? So anyhow, this is the work. And Marty's also.
Everybody's been asking.
How you doing?
There he is.
Well, I parked in Strawberry Mansion. It wasn't too far away.
Leah, get in the picture.
We're leaving. Norman and I are going to have a box ball game outside.
A what?
On Orange Street.
We're having a box ball.
Between 3rd and 4th.
We could never get enough box ball.
Right. Now, this is the big leagues. I mean, this is the big leagues.
Leah, what do you think of that?
119 North 3rd Street. This is the big leagues. This isn't quick stuff, you know what I mean? Well, we're still taking pictures.
Still taking what? Are you taking it?
I wanted to put forward. Yeah.
Not about allowing free speech, but how do you know when you're finished with being painting? It's like, and in the art world, I mean, like what Marty said, how you need two people. You need somebody to say, okay, you know, put the paintbrush down. And I mean, there have been writers that could not stop writing, and they, you know, like Maxwell Perkins would have to take the, you know, manuscripts away. So how do you know? You know, why isn't there more yellow in there? Why isn't there more blue in there? You know what I mean?
That's a very good question for which there is no real answer. But what happens is there, like a lot of things, there are many answers. There are many solutions. It would be the person answering the question. It's your question. Oh, is he answering the question? Anyhow, so there are numerous solutions. It's a good question, and I promise you everybody. There are numerous solutions. There are numerous answers and numerous conclusions. Just like there is in almost every walk of life. It's okay. It's a good question. And what happens for me sometimes, more than maybe hasn't happened too, you finish a painting, and 2 years later, you look at it, and you say, God, that's not finished. That wasn't as good as it could have been, and you rework it. Or you look at it 2 years later, you say, no, I think I did it. Even though there could have been 10 other solutions, I like the way I did that.
I was wondering how you would remake it if it's hanging in somebody else's home again.
There are times when you look at it and you say, I wish I could touch up something in our country. It takes courage to try something different. You are going to get criticized for it. It's a lot less courageous. I'll probably have some representational painters here on me, but it's less courageous when you have a model and you paint a model. It's like there. When you do something that's completely coming from your subconscious and you don't even know where it's coming from yourself, that's kind of wild. I mean, you're on a very thin cloud somewhere trying to find your way. So yeah, I think it gives you courage to do it. It's also nice when some other people respond to that courageous thing. If people just look at it. You know, when Picasso's, we were watching this thing about Picasso, he did this one painting, was it the Bathers, his first Bathers painting. Everyone said it was the worst painting they ever saw, ever, by any artist. He was like, put it away, and then he pulls it out 10 years later and tried it. It was a good painting.